We're back. Week 3 NFL season is starting and such. And college football happened and lots of surprises.
A bunch of surprises. And let's just start off with the local shit with me and Chris talking about our favorite team that we both share a love and a fondness for.
Grand opening, grand closing. They were ranked and not ranked anymore.
I don't even call this a grand opening and grand closing. More of a for real Maryland. That's what that was. Like, for real Maryland.
I'm sitting there watching the game, and I'm like, all right, Maryland, you're coming back against Temple. You might win this. And I'm like, oh, well, that's what's happening, huh?
Okay. I think you said it the best way one time. One does not talk cash shit without paying for it later on. Maryland, let me tell you, from looking at it from a fan's point of view, I expected this. Looking at it from a football point of view, wow.
I didn't expect it from Temple. I was expecting it from somebody from Big Ten to do it.
See, here's the thing. The Temple could easily, and I mean this as a compliment, they could easily be on at least play at the level of a Syracuse, but they don't have the players to do so because it's Temple. Nobody wants to go to Temple to play football. This is a bunch of niggas
Pretty
that
blunt.
No, it's the truth. This is just a bunch of niggas that know how to throw a football, and just so happen Villanova didn't take a football. Villanova's football team sucks. So, hey, might as well go. Basically, what you got is a bunch of 3-star players that are playing for a team in Philly. That's that's really what Temple is to me, man.
Yeah.
But they played an excellent game against Maryland. They shut them down. There was nothing that Maryland can do. And I can say it from a football standpoint, Maryland just got outplayed.
Yeah.
And I think that's the best way of saying it, because outside of that, it was pitiful football. Especially in the first half, because they should have scored at least twice, and there was a lot of.
Maryland got 2 safeties the whole game, and I'm like, all right, that's cool, Maryland, but still, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, there's a true change in Maryland. There really is a change in the way that they do things. All that. It's a new coaching staff and all the rest of that. Surprised that the NCAA didn't just straight up dock their shit, but.
hey, I tell you, who's gonna get docked though. Fucking USC, fucking BYU, put it on them.
Son, USC needs to be ashamed of this. I didn't get to see that game either.
I'm not saying BYU is horrible, but it's like, yo, USC, what the fuck, man?
No, they're not. BYU is probably going to get ranked sometime later on. If they're not getting ranked next week, they're going to get ranked eventually this year if they stay undefeated. But they're a decent team. They are a decent team, and this is the second time and I've seen them go and see them win this year. So there's something to be said about that, man. Yeah. There really is something to say about that shit. The other one I saw, I just glanced at it because I don't know who makes this a thing. I don't know if it's Rice University or just some old heads at Texas, but Rice versus Texas is such a slaughter every single fucking year that they play. I mean, and it was so funny. I give it up to whoever did it at I think it was ABC Sports at ESPN. I'm not really sure, but they showed a little clip of JFK saying, "Why does Rice play Texas? Not because it is easy, but because it is hard." Here's me. No, it's because they want more money for the TV revenue.
Exactly.
That's exactly why they play them niggas.
Hey, I tell you who needs to do some soul searching. So, Michigan State, you just let Arizona State's defense just shut your asses down the whole game, right?
Beautiful.
They shut them down. Michigan State didn't score a touchdown till garbage time. Final score, 10-7. By the time they scored a touchdown, it was like, yo, all Arizona State got to do is hold the ball in this game.
Arizona State for the last 2 years have been threatening to be this bigger school that they ain't, because Herman Edwards has put together a team.
Hey, I mean, you shut down Michigan State.
Hey,
That's something.
hey, look, I'm talking shit about Herman Edwards. This nigga like, oh, first off, I went to 2 bowl games, sir.
Put
So
some respect on my name.
you play to win. That's what you do. Talking all that shit about Herman Edwards. This nigga like, nigga, I went to 2 bowl games. Did you win them? Why you bringing up shit? But the one game that I saw that was actually very good, it'd probably be my game of the week. Because this week was kind of weak for college football, in my opinion. But Florida versus Kentucky. Kentucky got a big lead on these Bamas. And I think it was after halftime or before halftime. No, it was after halftime, but sometime in the third quarter. The quarterback for I think it's Franks for Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I feel so bad for him. We went down, and basically I saw a brief shot of his ankle. It was on a spaghetti string, dog.
Oh,
I feel so terrible for him. And thank God, because the announcer said it for me. I forgot the name of the commentator. He was like, yeah, he's like, it looks like he's down. We will not repeat. We will not show the replay of that hit. I like, please don't. Because you see it for like a brief second. All you see is that the foot is just like, the way the foot is hanging. It's like, no!
I went at small stuff in the NFL now when somebody's leg, you know how you walk and you somehow roll your ankle for a hot second and you catch yourself. Like the NFL's the same way where I look at it and wince. You know, so I gotta imagine in college football, that adrenaline is rushing, and all of a sudden, shit, my leg is spaghetti. How the fuck that happened?
He dropped the ball. I don't think he dropped. I don't think he got a fumble either. But it ain't the point. The point was he hit the ground, and oh man, I felt so terrible because without going into it, come on, these niggas don't get paid for this shit. So that's just a terrible thing. I don't know if he's a senior or a junior, but either way, man, his year is over. And that's a terrible way. That's just a terrible way to end the season on the second game of the year. And like I said, Kentucky was ahead. Florida came together after that injury, and came back big. And it's kind of funny when you see a good team beat a team that they're supposed to beat. We kind of write it off like, well, that's what he's supposed to do. You got to see the way they won. The way they won was like that's exactly what a good football team does. Good for Florida. That was a really good win. I feel bad for Kentucky, actually, in a way, because Kentucky, every year in the SEC, they know that they're the underdog against LSU, Alabama, Florida. You know, they know that they're going to be Georgia. They know they're going to be the underdog. Mm-hmm. And they always come out to fight. I give that to the Wildcats. I really give it to the Wildcats. But that may be my game of the week, and that was good. The only other game I did see was Carolina versus Wake Forest. Carolina, look at me. What are you? What the fuck are you?
They don't know what they are, D. You know that.
Carolina don't look. Carolina never knew what this. Carolina football doesn't know what it is. Okay, Tar Heels. Look, man. The only reason why I glance at the Tar Heels is because I played with them a couple times in NCAA football, so I don't care. But the other game that I saw that was amazing was the team that I just made fun of last week, and that was Hello.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry, but the team I made fun of last week was Kansas, and they played Boston College. These niggas won, and they won big. What happened was, by the time halftime ended, BC was ahead. Kansas, I swear to God, Chris, you can play for that team because you got hype. That's the only reason why you would make the thing. Kansas is pitiful. They are so bad. Second half started, the defense got pumping, and then they got lucky off a one-on touchdown, and then it just kept coming. And Boston College couldn't stop them. And I'm looking at the replay. I looked at the replay twice just to make sure I didn't see nothing stupid. And nothing stupid happened except Boston College went out there and played like they were fucking retarded. Serious. Yo, Boston College deserved the L in that one. They deserve it big time in that. Kansas just won something, and the look on that whole team's face was, I gotta be real, it's kind of why you like sports.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, they're a bunch of losers. They won that game against a decent team. I say decent because I feel that they are middle of the road ACC, but they beat a decent team, and the look on their faces was like, "Fuck yeah, we did something grand." All the rest of this shit. So, yeah, man, good for them, man.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
for Kansas. Glad they won.
Side note, grand opening, grand close for South Carolina State because they couldn't hold that MEAC lead because North Carolina A&T busted their ass this past weekend, so they're tied.
Has it been 3 games? Can we do our illustrious? We give a shit about the. We give a shit about black colleges thing we always do every year. Because I think it's that time.
It is that time. It is.
So let's see. Let me go to the standings of the that's America West. Where's the MEAC at? Where is the
Okay,
MEAC?
I have it up right here.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Right,
You ahead of me. Go.
Hold up. Damn, God damn it, killing me here. Where is it?
Yeah, because it just jumped on me too. Yeah, I can't find.
There it is. Hold up. Okay, so North Carolina A&T and South Carolina State, they're tied 2-1.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got Florida A&M, Delaware State, and BCU tied. Then you got Norfolk State at 1-2, Morgan State at 0-2, and then you got Howard and North Carolina Central at 0-3.
Wait a minute, who?
North Carolina Central and Howard are tied 0-3.
Let's go Bison.
I mean, I don't know whether...
What do you want me to say?
I mean, I really feel Maryland just took their soul and Howard hasn't recovered since.
Come on, guys. You can just imagine there's one guy in the motherfucking center of the locker room giving this rousing speech and nobody gives a fucking shit.
I mean, we lost to Maryland 75-21, but come on, guys. We got 21. We're good, right? Don't know.
Man. Come on, man. We black people. We gotta stay together. In the 3 white kids on the team. Yeah, we black.
Power to the people. Black power fist. Yeah.
This is America.
I don't know what this...
Yeah, you heard me. This is America. Don't catch you slipping up.
Hey.
So far in the Southwestern Athletic Conference, which I like to call the conference. Anyway, so far, no games really have been played by these teams yet. Only people that played was Pine Bluff, Prairie View, and Texas Southern, and Alabama A&M. They're the only ones that really played within their conference so far. Actually, no, I got it wrong. I looked at it wrong. Okay, so technically,
Prairie View is 1-0.
Yeah. Prairie View is not 1-0. Well, yeah, they are in the conference.
Yeah.
But as far as the record for everybody, Mississippi Valley, like usual, Grambling, and Texas Southern haven't won a game yet. Southern, Prairie View, Jackson State, Alcorn, and I thought I said Alcorn. What the hell is it? Oh, Alabama State.
Yeah.
All of them are 1 and 2. And the only ones that are really winning are Pine Bluff and Alabama A&M. They both are 2-1 right now. So, like I said, we make fun, but we do this in love because we really want to. Come on, man. It's a black college. Nobody gives a shit.
I gotta be real, man. Like okay, so this is how my head is working, right? I think about the United States as a whole, right? And I look at all these fucking colleges, and I'm like, dog, where are these colleges located at? Because, dear God, like, do we pass by them or anything? Because it's like, you drive in North Carolina, right? So you drive through North Carolina, you pass by Wake Forest, you pass by Duke, you pass by North Carolina, NC State, and all that stuff, right? But then I'm like, where's North Carolina Central at?
Central's in Durham.
But I never drove past it. That's the crazy part. That's why I'm like...
No, trust me, you have, man. And if I tell you it's not on 85, but you passed it. Trust me. It's like Duke is on one side of Durham, and on the other side of Durham is NC Central.
Wow.
And just come on, nigga, just in Triangle alone, those are 2 right there. Then Duke, That's Duke Central. Then it's Chapel Hill. Then it's Chapel Hill. Then there's NC State, which is in Raleigh. Also in Raleigh is Shaw University. It's another school in Raleigh. God, like I said, Wake Forest is not too far from there. And then we're not even talking about the western part of the state where you got to deal with what was that? Hold on, Coastal Carolina's on that side.
Yeah.
Then we forgot about Coastal Carolina. We also forgot about ECU. We forgot about Eastern Carolina. Carolina alone has like 15 schools, and now it's time for D to be ain't shit. 15 schools, Chris. Can you imagine that shit? To be 44th in education, and you have 15.
Here's the kicker. I think we said it before. A&T is home of the DMV because that's where all the DMV people just go to, just flock.
I think they said, it's that one and Central. Actually, both Central and A&T. It's like a bunch of DC Bammers live there, man. Now it's kind of funny with all this talk of with us talking these teams, all these black colleges. You notice that we don't mention a couple of these teams, and that's just because proximity of where we at and all the rest of it. But there's one team I noticed, Chris, that we purposely don't give a shit about, and they're no longer in the MEAC or anything like that, and that's Hampton.
Yeah, Hampton is they're
Hampton. What league they're in? I don't know what. I'm sorry, I don't know what conference they're in because they're not in Colonial Athletic. No, they are. Oh, there they are. They're in the Big South, and they are. Oh, fuck y'all. They're 2-1.
Of course they are. I mean, Hampton is like, yo, we're bougie. We're out here in Norfolk. We're away from all that.
They're playing Kennesaw State. What the fuck is that?
Charleston, Presbyterian, North Alabama, Gardner Webb.
Are you serious? They're playing these garbage.
Monmouth.
I like Monmouth. Yeah, I know Monmouth there. I know about that. Weber, like you just said, Weber. They're playing these garbage-ass white schools, man. Look, real talk. I'm glad Hampton is in a different conference. They don't have to flex in the MEAC no more. But that feels like a bougie. That felt like a Howard University move.
I'm telling you, me and you getting tickets for a Howard University football game come hell or high water. I'm telling you right there, mark my word, that's happening.
Hey Chris, I'm sorry. You can't pay the 50 cents to get in that game? No, look.
Somebody's going to find this podcast and whoop our ass for saying
that. You know how fun it is? I think people do not realize how fun it is that me, a college dropout, almost always dunks on Howard University graduates all the time. You don't understand how much fun.
Hey, I'm dunking on them because my fucking private college didn't even have a goddamn sports team, so I'm dunking on them anyway.
You gotta realize how much I dunk on these niggas for simple shit. Oh man, y'all ain't got this, y'all ain't got that, y'all ain't got this, y'all ain't got that. And look, what school did you went to? It's called PG Community College. Let's go Owls, and on top of that, bitch, I'm not in debt like you about to be. It's fucked up. That's fucked up, and I know it's fucked up. But here's my thing: nobody told your smart ass to go to Howard University and then get your parents, have your parents lose all that damn money, and now they don't talk to you because you don't pay off your student loans. It ain't my fault that this is the situation, though. But yeah, like I said, we do this because it's actually our love. Black colleges are just now starting to get the turnaround. BET is finally not BET, but one of these stations is actually starting to show black colleges play now. Yeah. And I forgot which one. I know ESPN has been showing more black colleges, but they're starting to show it daily now. There's actually shows out there now. So, like I said, I really wish there was like an established place for these teams. And yeah, granted, it's unfair that you're like, wow, would the MEAC? Because just imagine if you put the MEAC on BET, how pissed off that would make all the other conferences that there are all small conferences. Imagine Big Sky going, hey, how did you guys get a TV deal? And we did it. Like, that's got to piss them off, but at the same time, fuck y'all. So I'm just hoping one day that we did get to that point, man.
Yeah. So let's move on to the NFL because there were some funny ass fucking games. So D, let me ask you this.
Uh-huh.
Now, I don't expect much out the Bengals. I don't. I don't expect much of anything. What I didn't expect is for the Bengals to make Jimmy Garoppolo look like the greatest quarterback that ever rolled into San Fran.
You know what? It takes skill to make somebody look that damn good.
I'm sitting up there like, okay, I was expecting a 41-17 rout, but I was like, what in the world just happened?
You know the best part about the game, though? Best part about the game is that it had to be like third quarter, and it had to be like third quarter, and they were showing like the replay on Fox or some shit, right?
Yeah.
And you seen, I think it was Jimmy, he throws a bomb, and it goes high enough, just high enough, so you can see the audience. And like all Cincinnati games, when a goddamn person in that fucking stadium. Woo! I'm going to be real, Chris. I feel like you need to blow that whole team up. then blow the stadium up.
I mean,
how is it that it's sad. It's
well, D, you know why, right? Because the Browns are the biggest thing now instead of Cincinnati Bengals. So now the Bengals are like the whipping boys now.
Yeah, the Bengals are the whipping boys of Ohio. No longer.
Turnabout's fair play, I guess. So,
Yeah, but here's the fun. But that's this team is probably, like I said, they're probably gonna blow up everything. I don't see Andy Dalton going anywhere, but good Lord, this team, even if they had AJ Green, it wouldn't make a difference of what the fuck happened.
Nah.
That team, God, they're bad.
We figured out with the Panthers against the Bucks Thursday night game. It was all right.
No, it was terrible.
Cam has been battling. Apparently, Cam, outside of the shoulder surgery, he had a foot injury or something. Apparently, that he's been basically just powering through. Apparently, for a while.
And I knew it, and I said it last week. He's playing hurt. You can tell he's playing hurt mentally and physically. He's not 100%. He knows he's not 100%, and he's trying to make the best out of a bad situation. Let me tell you something. The way that team played, Rivera's getting fired at the end of the year.
Oh, if they get the wild card, then he saved himself basically at this stage.
No, I think they still need to fire him because that whole team is garbage. We shouldn't even think. I'm sorry, playoffs. Nigga, we on the second week of the year, and you over there, wild card playoffs, nigga. Nah, y'all had to hit you with the more on that one, nigga.
Hey, hit me with the more fourth week, then we'll talk. All right.
It's like no, but I don't think the way it's looking for Carolina, if they keep playing this style of ball, oh my God, here's the thing. Even though Jameis Winston wasn't throwing picks like crazy, Tampa Bay was still like, here, take it.
Jameis Winston was doing everything in his power to give the game to the Carolina Panthers, and they still didn't take it. I'm like, what in the world is going on?
Yeah, that's why I said that type of shit gets you fucking fired from a job. That looked like Jason Garrett when we played the Titans last year. No, I'm serious. That
was a rough game last year. I'll admit that.
Nigga, I will never forget how I felt after that game and everything. That was amazing. Much like I actually listened to one of the old episodes when we played the Saints and we beat them because everybody doubted that we were going to beat the Saints. But I laughed because 3 weeks prior to that is when we lost to the Titans, and every Cowboy fan had the same thing. It was like, yo, burn the whole team. Fuck Dak. Fuck Dak's mom. I'm sorry, Stephen Jones. Fuck you, Stephen Jones. Fuck you, Jerry. We were all on the same page. And then, just like I said, a matter of weeks later, the whole Dallas fan base, yo, we want New Orleans, and we beat New Orleans. Like I said, that was just an amazing moment, man, with all the fans. But yeah, but it's kind of funny. That's that same type of loss where it's like, y'all don't give a shit, do y'all? Y'all
clearly not.
And that's the way Carolina looked to me. They look terrible, man.
Speaking of which, so Eli is done.
Yep.
With the Giants. Damn, I'm like really just fucking up with names. Yeah, he's done. He's done. They sat him down.
It needed to happen. Look, it's kind of funny. Last season, I got the big hoopla, and this season when he got sat down, a bunch of people were still doing it. Let's just be real, Chris. Let's be 100% because we've seen two quarterbacks former high quality. Or actually, better yet, we saw two Super Bowl winning quarterbacks sit down. Okay, sit down and be told that they're not playing for the rest of the year. So we have to ask that question. Eli, yes, I think he will go to the Hall of Fame. Don't hold your breath, but he's going.
Not first ballot, though.
Oh, hell no. That's why I said, don't hold your breath. We're probably looking at 2000, like, now, the 2050 Hall of Fame class.
Let me tell you something, man. I'm going to give Eli this. He put a black eye to Bill Belichick, not once, but twice.
And yeah, that you deserve your credit for that, but at the same time, it's like, that's the only reason why people say he's any good. And I think it's fucked up because the first run was, and I'm not trying to take it away from Eli, but that first run, that was all Michael Strahan.
Oh, that was the defense. Like, yo, fuck this. We're going in. Let's go.
To get Michael Strahan got that team rolling, the offense and the defense. They won where they should have won, and all the rest of that shit. It was a bit of a beautiful time. But the last time, I got to give it to Eli. That was all Eli.
They were playing with a chip on their shoulder that year. I remember that shit. Because that was the year that Dallas went like 13-3 or some shit like that. And then like the playoffs hit and then the Giants just whooped their ass. And I'm like, what the fuck happened?
It happens, man. The Giants need to get respected in that regard of winning 2 against a dynasty like that. So yeah, that's the only reason why people are still like in their feelings about it. But let's just be real. Eli hasn't been doing any good shit like since 2012. He's just been derping his way into
it. His career is 500. That's amazing, ain't it?
He's been derp. Eli has been more derp than most quarterbacks should ever go, and yet he has lucked his way into a 500 career. He's 500. That's. How are you going to get to the Hall of Fame again? You will.
But hey.
It happens, man.
Hey,
look, I'll take him over somebody that barely won anything. No, I take him over somebody that hasn't won a Super Bowl.
True.
I'll take him over somebody that hasn't won a Super Bowl. So you got to respect on that.
But shout out to Josh Allen for Buffalo. He did great. Cole Beasley out here leading the receivers. Shout out to him.
Let's just be real. He ain't got a choice.
It's like you're the man now, Beasley.
Oh man, hey Giants. I know we're saying goodbye to Eli and we're saying hello to Daniel Jones. You know who you need to say hello to? A different defensive coordinator. Y'all are some shit.
Bruh, you let Frank Gore's old ass fucking run wild on you. That's crazy.
Man, you let Frank Gore come out with the Hulk Hogan headband. It was like first tackle. Oh, he's pumping up. Second tackle. He's pumping up. Third tackle. Stop. You.
Yo, Frank Gore did so great for me in fantasy. I'm like, damn, where was this Frank Gore last year? I didn't see this shit last year at all.
I like how Frank Gore running 60 yards is enough for us to say, ooh.
Exotic. It's crazy.
I bet he's a different person.
Well, D, he's a man of many things because not only did this man almost get 70 yards rushing, this guy almost also got 20 yards of receiving too. So, man of many talents here.
Many talents. Anyway, like I said, good for them, man. At least they did something, man. Look, you know how bad that asshole was? I didn't notice that Saquon Barkley ran over 100 yards.
I told you Saquon he's gonna get his fucking yards come hell or high water. It don't even fucking matter.
Fucking tell, man, but whatever.
He played Dallas. Then he got 100 yards. It didn't even fucking make a difference because Dallas whooped their ass anyways. And Dallas was like, yeah, get your 100 yards, Saquon. We don't fucking matter. We're already whipping you anyway.
Man, you know who's calling them right now? You know who's calling that nigga right now?
Who?
Barry Sanders.
It's like, get out of there now. I seen this story happen.
Run. I lived this. Run. You cannot be the only offensive thing on that team. You gotta leave. Fuck them.
Saquon on the other line, like, I already run, Barry. What are you talking about? Run. Run
the fuck out of New York.
Speaking of which, since we're in New York, that Monday night game, dear God, that was the saddest shit ever, man.
Man, for every Jets fan, I really do, because I'm sorry, Le'Veon is not 100%. Well, that sucks. Hey, look, y'all got Sam Darnold. This nigga got mono? I'm sorry, how? This nigga got mono? So who's the quarterback then? What?
I mean, I'm sitting up there like, apparently Le'Veon Bell is a man of all things because Le'Veon was doing all the rushing, he was doing all the receiving. I'm like, oh, so this is where we're at right now, huh?
Yeah,
okay.
Look, if Le'Veon is not 100% because, but actually I thought about it, he's not 100%. It ain't that he's not 100%. No. I just realized this nigga has no line, so we're going to see his true colors as a fucking running back.
Well, he got Luke Falk, so, we'll see what happens with that.
And Falk is some shit. I said it.
I couldn't tell, D. He went 20 for 25 for 200 yards. I couldn't tell.
Man, I feel bad for Luke, man, because it's like, some quarterback.
He's a third stringer, man. Third stringer for the fucking Jets, and we're only 2 weeks into the goddamn NFL. What the fuck, man?
Sorry, what team? Sorry, what school did you go to? School did this nigga go to? Pac-12. We ain't go to Utah. He went to Washington State. God, I don't even remember.
I hope he stays healthy for the rest of the season. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know, man. It ain't like, come on, man. Darnold's going to be back, man. People get cured of mono within, a week or two. I don't know how long he's going to be out. Bro, they shit. Yo, the Jets are some shit, though. Let's get back on to them. Baker Mayfield, he needs to feel good that he had a big game like this. He should.
Yeah.
He should feel good that he had a big game like this because I still don't believe the hype of this team. Not 1 second. I really don't.
I don't. I mean, we'll see how it goes. Like I said, we're 2 weeks in, so anything can change. But so speaking of whipping boys, I might as well just get it out here right now. Apparently, the Miami Miracle apparently the Patriots is just like, yo, fuck your Miracle. We're coming for your damn necks.
Man, look.
Everything bad that could happen happened. Dog, I swear to God, I thought that it was Angels in the outfield the way the ball was just coming out of the Dolphins' hands and magically going into the Patriots' defense people's hands. What the fuck happened?
It don't surprise me now. You know why it don't surprise me? Because there's some shit.
Dude, I had the Dolphins winning on some like Miami Miracle, but the Patriots like, nah, not today, bro.
My coworker, who's from Boston, I was laughing. We was talking about that, right? I was like, hey, yo, my buddy, he's the what he said, I'm going for Miami to win. He's a fucking moron.
I will take that, sir, because you know what? I thought it was gonna happen.
And I said it wrong. I gotta say it in the Boston accent. He's a fucking moron. He's a fucking moron. That's what he is. Like, yo.
I will hold that because Dolphins made me look like an idiot. I was like, dear God.
The Dolphins truly are the shitty team I always thought they could be.
And they got Dallas this week too? Woo! Woo! Hey, folks, if you have fantasy football, you better put every Dallas person that you could think of on your team. That's all I'm saying.
I got Pollard on my team. I need to get rid of him because he ain't going to give me no yardage, but I think he's going to play. Then a part of me's like, do it, D. He's going to get like 2 touchdowns for no damn reason.
Dallas is going to give him 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter after they whip their ass like 58 to like 10 or some shit.
Man, shit. If any of y'all motherfuckers got Cooper Rush, I
suggest you do it right now.
This is the time to start that nigga.
Dear God, like, yo, everybody on the Patriots scored. Like, dog, even fucking AB fucking scored. I was like, of course he did. Of course he did. Why wouldn't he?
This goose egg was happening. This goose egg was loaded up for him for a while, man.
110-10 scoring after 2 games. That's crazy.
It's they're on pace. On pace.
So are they tank? Do you foresee the tank with the Dolphins at this stage?
I'm sorry. Do I see the tank, nigga? Remember what we said last week. It's not every day where in the middle of the third quarter you feel the ground rumbling and you see this fucking Sherman drive it. Right now there are like several tanks parked outside of Hard Rock Stadium right now. There's like several of them.
So that happened. Meanwhile, the Colts eked one out against the Titans.
Luck. You are lucky that the Titans are that shitty. The Titans.
Oh my god.
This is, I always told myself, hey D, what happens when a mediocre team gets cocky? We call them the Titans because these niggas not for shit. Man, they ain't coming back. Jacoby Brissett, he can throw these little fadeaway bombs. We can stop them. All right, we didn't stop that one, but we can celebrate like dumbasses when we go on the third. When we stop them on the third down, wait, they're going for a fourth. They're kind of stupid. They're never going to. Okay, they got it. But look, the Titans shot themselves in the foot. They deserve that loss.
The Vikings also deserve their fucking loss too. I'm sitting back like, yo, Kirk, what the fuck you doing, man? What are you doing?
It's time for me to come to Jesus with Kirk Cousins. He's a good quarterback that don't win shit. He's
making the Redskins feel justified ditching him at this stage.
Yes, don't they? Isn't he? This is one. I will say this: if by the end of the season that is all the way true, I can admit this. I am sorry to all my friends who are Redskins fans who sat and told me that this nigga was a piece of shit. And I didn't believe you. And you were right. And I can take my L on that. But, it's kind of funny because every time y'all tell me my quarterback is shit and I tell you that he isn't, and y'all guys sit there and say, yes, he is, yes, he is, while my quarterback is whipping y'all asses, this is why I don't listen to you.
Woo, let's talk about that.
Kirk Cousins.
Oh, yeah.
Kirk Cousins, like I said, Kirk Cousins, yo, man, this is terrible. It's terrible. He's terrible. He's terrible because he lost that game from him. Stephon Diggs it was a good touchdown that Stephon Diggs got in that game, though. Mm-hmm. I thought really, because that nigga is just so badass, man. He is just,
hey, man, he's a turd, man.
I see so much star potential with him. I really mean that, man. He already proved it last year and I stand by that. Last year, the way he snatched his helmet off, won the game last year, that was still, to this day, that is up there, top 10 coldest moments in the NFL. That is up there, yeah. So, but yeah, I don't know, man. The Packers, they still look so average, and yet they cruised against them.
It's still too early, man. I think the Packers, it's fool's gold with me.
Oh, it's fool's gold now. It is fool's gold with them. But here's the best part about it. These niggas are 2-0 right now in their division. So
so let's talk about this. Can we talk about the fact that the Ravens almost had a scare against the Cardinals?
Yes, they did. And the God, did I even see that game?
I watched it. To the Ravens defense credit, they stopped Kyler Murray when they had to. So I would give him credit on that one.
Kyler Murray is trying to buck the assumptions that are being placed upon him about being, just fed to the wolves. At least he's going against that. At least he's trying to fight against that and become a better quarterback. So, hey, man, give it up to Kyle, man. I can give him that, man.
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson. Oh, he gonna be Vic.
Oh, yeah.
He's Vic number 2 already. He's already. But you know what that means, right? He needs to become something better than Vic. Because I still think being a Michael Vick quarterback doesn't get you shit. So he has to evolve. But this is second year, so we'll see.
So let's talk about the Jacksonville Jaguars and Houston.
Oh, man.
So I'm sitting here looking at
Chris,
Gardner Minshew.
I'm sorry, Chris. Did you just call them the Jacksonville Jaguars and not Saxonville?
The dream is dead, D. The
Wow.
dream is dead.
It's week. It is week 2, and you quit. Wow.
Hey, look, I quit on them just like fucking Ramsey quit on them. All right, so we're both in the same boat at this stage.
There's a difference. Ramsey can cover an NFL receiver. You can't.
hey, I just don't have the sass to back it up like he does. So
yes, this nigga. Like I always felt that Ramsey was like an 87, an 88 on a good day, and he just talks like this about yo. He might be onto something about getting the fuck up out of Jacksonville, though. And
that statement, though, is fucking hilarious. Hey, man.
God, what'd he say?
He knows the drugs and something down here.
Oh, yeah, he said it's nothing but drugs at all. God, not drugs and injuries. What'd he say? God, I forgot what he said, but it's like the way, but the fact that he said it was like, oh, this nigga's not playing another down.
now, here's my thing. You know, I have 3 pockets of friends that are Cowboy fans that think that Jerry's going to get them. And I'm like, first off, we haven't settled up with fucking Dak, so why the fuck are we going to pay Ramsey a lot of money? No, that's not fucking happening. No.
Hell no.
But I am for the jokes about the Patriots peeking behind the tree, Birdman hand rubbing looking for Ramsey.
Yeah, exactly. I did, but the team I think that might end up getting him is probably like somebody like the Chiefs or, unfortunately for him, which I'm rooting for the most, the Jets.
that team that has so many like names and it's like you're not going to amount to anything, but okay, let's see where this goes.
Nah, it ain't that they going to amount to nothing. It's that they're going to be losing left or right. They ain't going to be no different than motherfucking Jacksonville.
True. I mean, but hey, look, on the bright side of this game, at least Deshaun Watson wasn't running for his life, so kudos.
I give him that, man. He actually finally evolved and said, oh, I don't have to run like crazy. Huh, I must be playing Jacksonville.
Well, also his O-line finally held up, so that's another aspect of it too.
But here's a more interesting thing. Chris, isn't it true that can we finally say that your dream is over? That Saxonville was just a fluke.
Yeah, between them losing, getting that eye opener in the playoffs against the Patriots, and Dallas punching them in the face 40-7 last year. Yeah, that 40-7 against Dallas is what really kind of killed all their dreams and hopes. Like,
I wouldn't say that. Actually, I won't go that far. But I'm with you on that. Yeah, I will say that hurt them a whole lot. You know, when their dreams died, the second Nick Foles stood up and his arm was still on the ground.
See, I wasn't going to say it because I said it when we did our preview. I was like, Big Dick Nick could give them the fucking boost they need. Oh, shit, he's down.
Yeah. Big Dick Nick got brittle-ass bones. You didn't know that, did you?
He wasn't drinking his milk, D. That's what happened. Look,
here's a funny thing. There's a reason why he didn't keep the starting job with the Rams and didn't keep the starting job with the Eagles. He's a bit injury prone, and he just didn't win no games at the time, at least for the Rams. And I thought that was kind of stupid.
I mean, he got to the Jaguars off the strength of giving the Eagles a boost into the playoffs. So
yeah, and that's really hard because speaking of the Eagles, you look at them and the way they played, and I mean, they played a good game, but Carson Wentz looked like crap.
That whole game was crap on both sides, man. Like, Matt Ryan was trying to give the game away, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on with you, Matt?
I think the Eagles are doing that thing they do every year, where they were kind of playing behind. He's hurt now. Wentz is hurt, and they got Josh McCown out there.
How is he hurt? I thought he was healthy.
Is he healthy? Because they put in Josh McCown, and that nigga ain't do shit for him.
God, Wentz got injured again. God damn.
I don't think he's hurt. I think it was just like for the game or some shit, man. I don't think he's hurt.
Okay, I hope not. I'm like, damn, dude, what the fuck?
Wow, I'm about to say, you ain't got that nigga on your face.
Oh, no, wow, dude, why the fuck would I have Carson Wentz and Josh McCown on my team? Fuck that, man.
I ain't say Josh McCown. I said Carson.
I don't have Carson Wentz. I got fucking Russell Wilson and Dak on one fantasy, and Russell Wilson and fucking Kirk Cousins on the other team. And I haven't touched Kirk Cousins, and he won't be used until the fucking bye week for Russell Wilson. That's the only time his ass is gonna get used. So there you go. So speaking of which,
oh my God, really? That's just what your boy just said. Jalen Ramsey said he want to play for the Eagles.
Yeah, Eagles gonna have to give up a king's ransom to pay his ass. Tell you that much.
I hope they do and just fuck up and they start throwing batteries at this nigga.
So D, let's talk about it. So Dallas came to Washington, and the shit talking amplified on Sunday. It was very quiet around this area, in terms of the banter between both Cowboys and Redskin fans. And then Sunday happened, and I'm walking inside Shoppers, and I got Redskin fans going down my ass like, "Oh, we're gonna whoop y'all guys' ass today," and I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay, whatever.
Whatever.
I know I did that all. I was at work, and that's all the customers. That's a bunch of customers. Ugh, you like the Cowboys. And here's me. Shut the fuck up, Ed. Shut the fuck up. $25.60. That's how much it costs. Now give it to me, nigga.
So,
no. Here's the best part about it, though. Here's the best part about it. What it really was, ladies and gentlemen, was dick. It wasn't dick. I'm sorry. What happened was this. Washington Redskins, nothing. Dak Prescott, nice place, nigga.
And I feel the catalyst, and this has been the thing for these first two games. If the other team scores, Dak just goes in Super Cena mode at that point. Like, fuck this. All right, let's go.
Yeah, I got worried. Real talk. I hate going over a pick that everybody has analyzed already at this point. It was just it was a mistime. It wasn't even a mistimed throw. I think what happened was just one of those things where he threw it behind Cobb. Cobb thought he can get it, and when he went to get it, it just went into the air. That was nobody's fault. It was just one of those things that happen in football. It's an interception. Big deal.
But to Dallas' credit, they didn't get distraught by it. They just said, fuck it. Shit happens. Let's do this.
It was weird because AB was Peterson was playing. There was a big controversy about that shit.
Healthy scratch.
Because who you say?
Healthy scratch and all that stuff.
Yeah, no, he's fine. Everything was all like they had their little, the whole little drama of like, why we start AP? We need to start AP. Peterson ran all these yards last year, which was true, and everything that the Redskin fans had to say about that, I totally agree. But at the same time, here's me. But is he gonna win you a game?
I mean,
he could. He said that's all they could. That's all they said. He could.
Not on 25 yards rushing. I mean, dear God, the rushing was non-existent.
Yeah. The defense basically held them, just grabbed them niggas like, you ain't doing shit. Calm down, cuz.
But let's talk about one Josh Norman. So Dak had a decision to make during one play. He can either let his wide receiver block for him and he can run it in for a touchdown, or he can just run it in and stiff-arm Josh Norman. Dak chose the latter.
You know what everybody say? Oh man, but he didn't stop Josh. He still got no. When you get no. Here's the thing, Redskins. This is the reason why I don't like Redskin fans, because they refuse to take L's that they need to take. They still haven't taken L's that they need to take in the 2000s. Okay, so this is the reason why I hate talking to Redskin fans. Like, man, you still did it. I got a question. I got a real good question. Did he get positive yardage? Yeah. Shut the fuck up.
And he got burned by Devin Smith, who was coming off a fucking ACL injury, by the way.
Look, I'm not even going to knock Devin Smith, but you got burnt by Devin Smith. Man, you know what one of my friends said? Man, but when Dez came to town, he get Dez, because shut the fuck.
Is Dez here? No. All right, then.
Yo, that's my main thing. Redskin fans don't know how to take L's. They don't. You had Dak Prescott, who I had to hear, oh man, he don't know how to run. Well, that nigga knew how to run, and he ran it on y'all niggas twice for a big ass game. You know what I feel bad for the Redskins with? That Josh Norman is seen as a weapon, and yet nobody talks about Ryan Kerrigan enough. I think Ryan Kerrigan, and I really mean this, he's one of the best Redskins I've seen in the last 10 years. He's a great player. And I feel bad that he's wasting his talent in DC.
He's gonna end up going. He's gonna end up going to. Here's what's gonna happen to Ryan Kerrigan. He's gonna end up going to a better team and winning the Super Bowl with him.
Yeah, he's gonna win a Super Bowl. Whatever team he's going to next, they're winning the Super Bowl that year. And I won't say it's because of him, but more, he's an ensemble piece. He knows he's a great player. He knows what it. And it sucks that I know he's not good. He's never gonna win with the Redskins. It sucks, man.
God bless him. He's loyal to him though.
Yeah, and Ryan Kerrigan, and I mean that, he's one hell of a fucking football player. They ain't winning shit.
I just need to remind folks too that Cam Newton made Josh Norman the man he is today. All right, I just need people to understand this. This is a guy who got choked out by Cam Newton while he was smiling at him when he was choking him. I'm just saying.
Yeah, we always, oh man, Cam, look, Cam look like a fag wearing all those clothes like that. This nigga choked the living shit out of a grown ass man
and smiled. That's what made the picture fucking hilarious.
And smiled about it. This is the best part. That's the best part because DC, I imagine this is in every city. I imagine this is in every city when niggas call the sports lines and be saying this really homophobic shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the shit I hear from Skins fans when the Redskins lose. 980 was so golden after that loss this week. They was talking about blowing up the team. Somebody just straight up called Case Keenum a pussy because he didn't run one extra yard. Here's the thing, Redskin fans. Why do you always think when somebody goes down with an injury or they got stopped getting a first down that automatically makes them the biggest bitch in the world? Like, honestly, I've seen Redskin fans. I know Redskin fans. I talk to Redskin fans. I talk to Redskin fans. I'm friends with Redskin fans. All y'all motherfuckers should never talk about sports ever in your life. Because
I mean, you know what's funny? Dallas fans, I've listened to their radio shows. At most, like when it came to Romo, they might sit there and say like, oh, fucking Romo, blah, blah, blah. But you know what they never did? They never once sat there and told him, oh, you injured, you're a fucking pussy. Because no, me and you have always talked about this. That moment when Romo won the game with them with a punctured lung, every Cowboy fan was like, you know what? I can't even talk shit about him anymore.
And then that's when all the Cowboy fans in unison turned around at one time, looked dead at Jerry Jones. Why you get this nigga? Like, why we ain't got a defense again for Tony Romo? Well, the Cowboys feel that we need to.
Stephen Jones looking at him like the Cowboys.
No. And his horoscope. Steven told me not to do it. Steven, blame Steven.
He ducks and dodges and runs.
Just imagine Jerry Jones getting flat on the ground and just rolling backwards.
But dog, the game itself was just like,
terrible.
Wow, this game was just like hilarious. It was just comedy. It was just like, yo, I could tell Dallas was just coasting at one point. I was like, oh, they just coasting at this stage.
Man, with Gallup, and Gallup is hurt, if I'm mistaken, but when Gallup got that open catch, I was like, Jesus. I knew what that was because he missed the first one and he got the other one to to Amari Cooper and all that. It was a fun little easy game for the Cowboys, and next week we're going to get another easy one.
Actually, the next two is going to be easy because bleeding into the New Orleans and Rams game, so by accident, I'm not even going to sit there and say it was on purpose. Goddamn, I'm like blanking out on goddamn names. What's his face? Quarterback for the Saints. Damn.
Oh, Drew Brees.
Yeah, Drew Brees. Yeah. During a play, he was throwing the ball, and one of the defensive linemen for the Rams hit his finger and hit his thumb. And like when you see it on the sidelines, he tried to pick up a ball, and he was like, "Oh fuck, I ain't gonna be able to play." And he immediately was like, "I'm done."
Yeah, man, he dropped that thing like it was black rights.
I feel bad for New Orleans, man. I really do, man. I
Yeah,
really do.
that motherfucker. Yeah, Drew Brees going down. He was my quarterback in fantasy, by the way. Both of my
You
quarterbacks are
suffered a
gone.
double whammy this week, man. I feel bad for you, man.
This is what I get for getting aged ass quarterbacks. Hey D, just get Marcus Mariota. No.
But you need a quarterback,
Sorry.
D.
Nah, bullshit. I end up getting Mason Rudolph. We'll talk about him when we get to the Steelers, but no, there's a reason why. But anyway, uh, but um, but Drew going out, yo, that was the worst thing that could have happened to the Saints, and they got to deal with Teddy Bridgewater, who's clearly not in rhythm with the team right now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's hard to tell them to like, hey man, Teddy, go out there and play a Super Bowl, or go out there and play a team that went to the Super Bowl
I mean,
last year. That's hard
to the Saints' credit for a while during the game, they were making it easy for Teddy Bridgewater and the offense to get some points on the board. It's just Teddy couldn't do it.
He couldn't do nothing because that Rams defense is a monster. You can't do nothing against them, man.
And I mean, both teams, despite the one error with the fucking that should have been a fumble for a touchdown, it's like both teams' defenses were pretty much playing tight until all it took was that one touchdown from the Rams. They just opened it up right then and there.
It's one of those situations where the team is tired, they're beat down. Mentally, it's like, look, we're behind. We can still try, but I'm not giving 100%. You needed a momentum shift for that, and there was no momentum shift at all for the Saints.
I mean,
that's the reason why they lost.
14 points in the third quarter. That's when they just took all that energy out of there. It was like done.
Yep. Can I go to the next game? Can I start off the next game? Because I will.
Yeah.
Hey, Chicago, look at me. Get on your knees right now. Pray and pray and tell God, thank you. Thank you for letting the refs make us win this game. That's what you need to do, y'all. Pieces of they should be 0-2 right now. Dog. I feel bad for the Broncos, man. Chicago need Chicago need to be ashamed of themselves.
That roughing the passer, I was like, that's roughing the passer? What?
What is a fucking rough for the passer anymore?
I mean, look, Dallas got one too, and I was like, that's roughing the passer? All right, yes.
Yeah, we got away with that one. I was like, really? Like, everybody in the stadium, like, that's roughing the passer? But hold on. I'm sorry, Trubisky, are you laughing? Nigga, are you laughing? Hey, Khalil, shut the fuck up, nigga. Y'all should have lost it. Y'all let the motherfucking Broncos score on y'all. Y'all supposed to be a Super Bowl caliber defense. You let the Flacco, you let check down master himself march you up that goddamn field. You need to be ashamed of yourself. Chicago look, the way Dallas haters feel about Dallas winning their game is the way they should feel about the Bears winning their game. Wow. You better thank God those refs are fucking dumb and they let you win that.
I mean, I did not think the roughing the passer was going to make a difference, but sure, behold, it made a fucking difference. I'm like, damn.
Thank you. That's the word, behold, because I didn't see that coming at all either. If I went back to D in 2005 and I said, this is roughing the passer, he would say, what happened in NFL? Wait. You're from the future? Oh my God. Did we finally have sex with that white girl, D?
So the legend is Patrick Mahomes, 2 games in, I guess the Madden curse hasn't kicked in yet, so,
Oh, no, it's not. It's not going to kick in. You want to know why? Because Project Pat's a fucking monster. He is. And it's unfair what he's currently doing to people right now. Just
so
beating
am I
up
right to say? So am I right to say that the Madden curse just transferred to what's his face for the Chiefs that went out the first game?
Yeah, it kind of did. But here's the thing. The Madden curse is just some stupid thing fans did for a long time. And I think the more and more people start giving a shit about John Madden, the video game, we stop about that damn curse. So I think when Gronkowski was on the cover, I think that's when it kind of died down. Actually, when Tom Brady was on the cover, I think that's when people stopped giving a shit.
Well, that incident happened after he got on the cover, so there's that.
I mean, I mean, yeah, but I'm talking about it, like you can say that it's a part of the curse, but it kind of ain't.
Yeah, that is true. But so
I think also that but my other thing is like when you have when you have a team that good, when you have a team that good as the Chiefs right now, they're just pumping right now. They're not even coaching nobody. Everybody's on the fucking auto mode right now. And say goodbye to us ever seeing a baseball diamond in the middle of a football field ever again.
yeah,
That
because
was the
Oakland is
last time we'll see.
yeah, because isn't Oakland and the Chargers are having a new stadium built for them.
Wait a minute, the Chargers?
Yeah, actually not Oakland. The Chargers and the Rams, they're having a new stadium built for them, and they're going to be basically sharing it.
Oh, all right.
So
Now now Oakland, of course they're going to Las Vegas. But here's the funny thing about them: they're still a year away from that. So
yeah,
where the hell are they going to be playing before they get into their new stadium in Las Vegas? It's going to be
I thought
weird.
they were just going to play in Oakland until it happens. That's what I was assuming.
Nah. As far as right now, because they made a thing about us seeing that baseball diamond in the middle of Oakland Coliseum with the football lines over it. Since they made that a thing, and they're saying that we're never going to see that ever again because October baseball is about to hit, and just real talk, the Athletics. They had promise early this year.
Dude, they're in the playoffs now, and it's not the Moneyball team anymore.
That's what I'm saying. They ain't made the playoffs. They ain't make the playoffs.
I thought they did.
No, they ain't. They ain't going to make the playoffs. Not the Athletics. I don't think they're going to make that. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. Last I checked, they ain't. Only thing I'm caring about is Nationals games and seeing us struggle against fucking Atlanta. Whatever. But well, Atlanta's just a better team than that.
Yeah. The Oakland Athletics have the wild card lead, dog.
Oh, really? Who they
Yeah.
the wild card lead?
Yeah, they beat. I knew they beat the Royals to keep that wild card lead. I knew they were going to be in the playoffs. Yeah. So
Season not over. Season not over yet.
Oh, I know. I'm just pointing it out. I was like, I knew there was a reason why they were celebrating. But anyways.
But put it this way. This is going to be the last year we see it, at least from Oakland, because after the end of October, that's it. Yeah. That's it. They're going to cover up that part of the field, man. And matter of fact, they need to blow up all of that because there's been talk about them blowing up the Oakland Coliseum anyway. So it's weird, man.
So Dee, can you ask me something? So how is Steelers Nation feeling after that Seahawks game?
Oh man, it's a mix because I think Steelers fans were it has to be a sea of emotions for them because not only did they came up with nothing against New Orleans, them going into this game, going into the game with the Seahawks, it was a winnable game. Both teams are actually on the same level. Them and the Seahawks are on the same level. And then when Ben went out, and you could tell it was no impact, no nothing. That was Ben's body saying stop. Like, dude, that's it. And now you find out it's Tommy John surgery. Look, here's one thing. I don't know if I don't think that's confirmed, but they're saying it's going to be Tommy John surgery to get it done. And I'm sitting there like, Ben, you're about to be 38 years old, and you will get Tommy John surgery, and then you're going to try to get back into football shape play football. Dude, I think you're done. I think this is one of you can tell. I can tell. You can tell that a lot of Steelers fans. It's a bittersweet moment because it matters how you see Ben Roethlisberger. At least the people I'm around, they are what I call half and half Ben fans because one half will love him forever because he won 2 Super Bowls for him. He is let's just be real. Ben's going to the Hall of Fame more deservedly to go to the Hall of Fame than anybody else. Mm-hmm. And then there's the other side of them where they know all about Captain Fat Fuck.
Yeah.
And they can't stand Captain Fat Fuck. And every Steeler fan has noticed for the last 3 years that Captain Fat Fuck is the reason why they don't go to the next level. Why he is the reason why they win games. He's also the reason why they lose good games they should be winning. You can tell. So when Randolph came out there, it was different, but this dude came out with actual fire, with actual life. And I say when Mason Randolph came to the NFL and I saw him out there, I was like, you're good enough. And I meant that because I remember I praised him 2 years ago when I was talking about when he was playing for Oklahoma State. I praised him because I thought he was a really good quarterback. But at the same time, I was like, I don't think he's an NFL. I don't think he's the NFL caliber. Well, I'm gonna be real with you right now, Chris. I want him to prove me wrong, not because I'm starting him this week on my fantasy league. No, no, no. I have put my stamp of that's my quarterback on for the last 3 years on several of these quarterbacks, and nothing has produced out of them. The only thing out of all the quarterbacks that I knew that weren't high caliber that I said they were going to do something, there's two of them. Admittedly, Mariota, and Mariota's actually, he's okay. But the other one was Case Keenum, and let's just be real with Case Keenum, this is the best he ever played in his whole career. So, yeah, you already know me, man. I already said I like Sam Darnold. I liked what's the face for the other what's the name for the other team? I forgot. Not Peterman, Josh Allen, and all the rest of them. I want them to do something, but I want more than any of them to be Mason Rudolph because I said that nigga didn't. I said he wasn't good enough to be in the NFL, and he's not only in the NFL. He's been here for the last 2 years. I want that nigga to prove me wrong.
Yeah.
Win games with that fucking squad, bruh. And I think he can. There's promise for it, but we'll see what happens.
So rounding out week 2, lastly, Chargers Lions. Chargers. Stafford gifted you that game. Stafford gifted the Chargers the game, and the Chargers somehow figured out a way to lose it.
You know what? I don't know how, but I'm gonna make Denzel feel happy about it because I know this is exactly what Denzel wants me to say. Denzel, I agree with you. I don't know how Spanos fucked this up for you, but he did. Fuck Spanos. He's the reason why y'all lost that game.
At this stage...
Hey, Chris, it had nothing to do about the offense going, fucking derp out of nowhere. It had nothing to do with that. No, it was all Spanos, man. You know what I mean? It was all Spanos' fault for letting, the Detroit offense run wild on the motherfucking Chargers like that. To even score the way they did. You know what I mean? That was all Spanos. That was all Spanos.
Well, the interception from, the interception that what's his face threw,
Oh yeah. That on the Phil Rose threw. Yeah, that was all Spanos because Spanos said, "Hey, throw in the coverage," and he did. You know what, Chris? It's not every day. It's not every day somebody kicks 2 field goals and then throws one touchdown and beat you. That is. Wow, I mean, you said these niggas through a whole fucking half. The Chargers be ashamed of themselves. They played like shit. They played like pure shit. And I'm just gonna throw it out there. You know the reason why y'all losing? There's no Gordon out there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You need a running back to complement Mr. No Pullout Game. You need somebody to compliment him. You know what I mean? Like, you probably say you only need to compliment Phillip Rivers as a condom. And I'm going to say, yeah, you're right about that. But he doesn't have that. So you need Melvin Gordon right there. But yeah, that was this week in football, bro.
So I guess if we're going to go into picks and stuff, so right now the Titans are facing the Jaguars. Jaguars are beating them 17-zip. It's early in the third quarter and stuff.
Let's be real. We both wanted to go. We both wanted Jacksonville to win this game, so we're just gonna put that down there. Yeah. And I know y'all saying, "Oh, this cheating." How do you know that me and Chris didn't pick them before the show started? Huh? Sure. Shut the fuck up.
Anyways, so Sundays. Oh God, this is gonna be fucking hilarious.
Yes, it is.
So, because Fox dared to call this the fucking game of the week here. Dolphins, Cowboys, 1 o'clock.
What do you think, nigga? What do you think,
Cowboys?
Nigga?
Dude, they got a 20... Dude, they have a 23-point fucking spread against the Dolphins.
That is not real.
It is very real, sir.
That is not real.
Yes, it is. Hey, Dak. I've been starting you in fantasy. You've been great. I expect greatness from you in fantasy this week.
is not real, nigga.
It is very real, sir.
All right. Next game.
Bengals, Bills.
Whew,
I got the
man.
Bills.
Let's go Buff, man. Let's go Buffalo, man.
Broncos, Packers. King of check down himself is going to win this. Broncos,
Packers. You know what, Chris? I'm gonna go for the Packers in this one.
Okay, all right.
You got Denver. I got the Packers on this one, man.
Falcons, Colts. Falcons.
Going for the Colts.
Oh, okay, all right. Ravens, Chiefs. Ravens. That's gonna be a tough game, but I'm going Ravens.
Ooh, if you're going Ravens, I'm going. If I'm going Ravens, I'm going KC.
All right. Okay, this should be a gimme, but it's Minnesota, so I don't trust them. Raiders and Vikings. I'm gonna go Minnesota on this one.
Ooh, Minnesota. Minnesota's gonna win.
Okay.
But let's not look. Let's just put a note on this one. Oakland's winning that game. I don't know how, but the Oakland's winning that game.
A game that's next that it should be easy, but the Jets fan base is gonna make it seem as though it's not. Jets, Patriots. I'm going Patriots.
Oh man, I'm sorry. Well, you think I'm going for somebody else? No, Patriots.
Lions, Eagles.
Interesting game because the Eagles are kind of switching up their fucking playbook, but I think Philly should win this game. If there's some weird way where they lose this game, I'm not saying that it's panic mode, but they need to start looking at each other real hard.
Well, I mean, put it this way: if after 4 games they go 1-3, that's when panic mode has to kick in.
Yeah, it has to kick in at that point. But I think they're fine. This is right now. It's like y'all need to stop fucking around, man, before y'all get behind, man.
Panthers, Cardinals. I want to say Cardinals.
Trust that arm. No, I do not trust that arm of Cam Newton right now. So I'm going for the Cardinals.
I'm going Panthers.
All right, cool. That's no problem on that one. I really think that I really feel though is that if you do feel that Cam Newton's not going to be 100%, that team is not going to win. I do not feel that he's going to win. At least not right now, man.
Fuck it. I'm calling this a tank bowl. Giants, Bucks.
It's not a tank bowl just yet.
Damn it.
This is going to be a good game. Actually. If anything, it sounds stupid.
Going Giants.
If anything, sounds stupid. This is actually the game of the week for me for the NFC.
Oh, new quarterback with the Giants playing?
New quarterback with the Giants playing. Then you got Tampa Bay, who actually feels that they can win this game. So I'm going with the Bucks.
How many interceptions?
I think it's going to be.
How many interceptions you got Jameis throwing though?
I got Jameis throwing 2 good interceptions. I got Daniel Jones fumbling the ball, and I got there being a pick, but it won't be Daniel's fault. It'd be one of those things where he kind of like overthrew it because whoever he's throwing to, because I don't know none of their receivers. Somebody's going to run a route wrong, and it's not going to be Daniel's fault.
I also got Saquon running for like 150 yards.
I got Saquon running like 150 also. Still going to lose this game.
Yeah.
I'm going for the weird stat. If Saquon runs over 100 yards, they lose. I'm going for that one.
This should be actually an interesting game. Texas Chargers.
That should be an interesting game. Y'all fucked me last week. You're not going to fuck me last week. You're not fucking me this week. So Chargers is winning this one. I don't know how,
but Chargers too.
I don't know.
The trap game, the one that could really make a difference between these teams. Steelers, 49ers. I'm going Steelers.
Oh, that's Steelers. Pittsburgh should win that easily. But at the same time, like I said, this is a new rookie quarterback. And if San Fran is smart, rush the fuck out this nigga. Make him uncomfortable as possible. Welcome that nigga to the NFL. Make him as uncomfortable as you can. Now, the flip side, hey, Steelers, they ain't got no tape on this nigga. They ain't got no tape on him.
Garoppolo?
No, I'm talking about Rudolph.
Oh, dude, they should have a good time.
They have no tape on that nigga. So rock their head, because I got a feeling that because we think of Mike Tomlin as being this defensive. No, he's more of an offensive type of dude. Fuck they shit up. That's all I gotta say. Fuck they shit up. They should do well, but we will find out. We'll find. This is going to be a mystery. This is a mystery game, after all.
God, man, they don't get their ass whooped. Saints Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Yeah.
Seattle got that one.
Rams Browns for Sunday night's game. I'm gonna go for the upset. Browns.
Oh, really? Okay. All right, have fun with that.
Hey, miracles can happen, and they're playing in Cleveland, so you never know. You never know. Monday night's game, which is going to be played at FedEx Field, Bears Redskins. That is going to be an interesting game.
It's going to be interesting, but I feel that the Redskins, oh God,
they're going to bounce back and win this. I hate to say it, but Redskins are going to probably bounce back.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm with you on that one. Redskins.
They need to win. They need to win, and Trubisky, I'm still not sold on him as a quarterback. I'm glad that he's gaining confidence after that win against Denver, but if the Redskins actually do work and actually play 100% football all 4 quarters and not the first 2 quarters, they'll win that.
Yep. All right, there we go.
Also, side note, WNBA, the Mystics kicked the shit out of fucking Aces in the playoffs, and they're up 2-0.
You know what I heard the other day, and it's going to make me feel bad, but I have to say this. Sports Junkies was talking about, do we have a parade for the Mystics if they win? And one of the guys like, wait, Mystics are in the playoffs?
But you know what? I don't blame them. I don't blame them.
Exactly. Their reaction was like, that's a good question. Do we do it? Like, do we do one for them? He's like, I don't know. The DC. He's like, we barely get one for the DC United. What makes you think the Mystics are going to get it?
Damn.
Ooh.
Look. If they win a championship, they deserve it. They deserve it.
They deserve it. The Mystics actually do have a bit of a history here in DC. You know.
Hey, look. The face of the franchise, Elena Dawn, has been doing the Lord's work for that team. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, she has. But at the same time, it is the Mystics, nigga.
Damn, dude. Damn.
I like them. Here's the thing. I love the girls. I really do love them. But I admit it, and I feel like shit about it. I don't watch the WNBA games. I feel bad for that.
I watch the. And shout outs to the local sport, was it CSPN or whatever, the Comcast Sports Network and stuff. They play like the fast versions of the games and stuff, where they kind of like how like when you watch YouTube and people put up the full game, except they just put up all like the highlights and stuff, and it's like 40 minutes and stuff. They pretty much pull up the full WNBA game, except you just get the highlights and stuff like that of like the big high points of like the first, second, third, fourth quarter basically, and it turns out 40 minutes and stuff. So it's like that's how I catch up with the games real quick, just watching that and stuff. So
yeah, like I said, I haven't been.
So. But yeah, also, side note, shout outs to the Yankees for clinching the AL East, because why not?
Yeah, I know. But yeah, that's it, man.
Yeah, that's it. So I guess we'll see you. Hopefully, we can get the game together. Hopefully.
Yeah, I got a feeling like next week it's going to get really loud and people are going to be crying. I'm looking at Denzel because I got this weird feeling that they're going to be down 1-2.
And then also, whatever happens in the Colts game, we have Mo like, guys.
Guys, you gotta understand.
Brissett.
Jacoby Brissett is going to be the best quarterback in the world. And you know what? Why you gotta hate? Why it's always this hate from all of you? Shut the fuck up, Mo.
I feel us doing Mo's impression is like on 2 notches below a Trump impression.
It really ain't. Don't do that to him. Don't do it.
I don't want to do it to him, but it feels like every time you do it, it's almost.
It's like this is where D ain't shit. It is like a Trump thing, but it is kind of like a Trump impression, but it isn't. Imagine if Trump ate 8 oxtails.
First off, Trump would not be dared catching.
Look, every Caribbean nigga, every African nigga wants to kick my ass right now. What? Just say chitlins with us and we're even. Shit. God. Here's the difference. Here's the difference. Oxtails is actually edible.
Very good. Oxtails are fucking great. I love it.
I don't like oxtail. I'm not a fan of oxtail. I like oxtail, neck bones. I'm not. There's a such thing to me as good neck bones, but I don't like neck bones. I'm not a fan of them. I don't like
man.
Huh?
I gotta be real though. I think we're gonna all love oxtails until white people try to gentrify that shit, and then we gotta ditch it immediately.
Yeah, we gotta ditch it immediately. I heard about that, man.
Hey, I said it best. Everybody was like, "When's Suitland gonna get gentrified?" As soon as white people find out about them cookies in the mall, it's a fucking wrap.
I don't think Suitland ain't gonna get gentrified because it's already the white people that's in my neighborhood right now are the ones like, hey, look, dude, I just work at the Census Bureau. Leave me alone.
It's like I just want to go home and go to sleep. Jesus Christ!
I just want a 3-minute commute to the apartment building. That's all I want. And look, they're very nice. They're very nice. You know why? Because instead of trying to change instead of them trying to change the neighborhood, all they say is, you know what, go-go ain't that bad.
I can go to sleep to this. I can actually have sex to this. This is crazy.
Oh man, this Huggy Bear is pretty good. I mean, this Sugar Bear. I'm sorry, this Sugar Bear is pretty good. Did you know he had a song on the famous Spike Lee movie? I think it's called Days in School. It's School Days. Yeah, that one. Yeah, it's called Doing the Bump, Doing the Butt. It's all right, Chad. Listen to it, though, man.
go to iTunes and get it.
Look. And then winter goes by. Then summer shows up, and all of a sudden, this nigga like, hey, like, how you doing? Hey, Chad, what's up? Hey, what's up, dude? Hey, man, I went to the EU. Hey, man, I went over to the Red Asses concert, right? What was there? I'm like, what band? Yeah, them niggas rock. Did you just say nigga?
It's like, what?
Yeah. Look, did you see the badass? Look, and do you see this fine, badass white girl? You're like, oh, he not all the way.
All right, cool. We're good. Oh.
Look, Chad still likes his milk. Anyway.
Side note, 2 things about the NBA. One of them you're gonna laugh. The other one you're like, all right, cool. So Steph Curry is actually going to commit to the Olympic Games. So,
all right,
cool. Secondly, the NBA season hasn't even started, and Isaiah Thomas is out for 8 weeks.
That's the word. Expected.
Oh, you expected it. Okay, all right, fair enough. That's fair.
Man, Isaiah Thomas's whole career, the last 2 seasons has been nothing. Isaiah Thomas. Oh, my leg!
I swear to God, like, dude, the sports group that I was in on Facebook, somebody was like, Isaiah Thomas. I'm like, what the fuck did he do? The NBA season didn't even start yet. What the hell, man?
Yo, man, I'll never forget. Who was that? Somebody, who was that got hurt in the offseason last year? And somebody said, oh, that nigga just hit the PlayStation button too hard playing 2K. Isaiah Thomas, look, man, I feel bad for Isaiah Thomas. It's already bad enough. He's backing up John Wall. If John Wall plays.
John Wall sitting back like, damn, dude, the season isn't started. You were out? God damn.
Nigga, you've been out for the last 2 seasons. Dude, you've been out for the last 2 seasons. At least I stayed on my team, though, bitch.
Isaiah Thomas looking at him like, fuck you, all right? Go fuck yourself.
If I was John Wall, I say that every day. How the hell you lead your team to the playoffs and then they kick you out? And then LeBron was like, God, you are a piece of shit. He kicked you out.
It's like, damn. Isaiah Thomas, the diamond dog of the NBA.
You ain't lying. He really is. He really is. Him and Rajon Rondo are both diamond dogs of the NBA. They really were.
It's like, which team is going to take me? I'm a freelancer. Let's go.
Whoa.
Anyways, that's it. We'll catch you guys.